wearing on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play fake. Here's Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, man, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here now Robert. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now left side on the swing pass. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. I will have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway. Moving.
They'll try for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, fighting his way through contact. Then a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And, Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Here's Roberts to bring him out of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8-6 the score after one. Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a give right side. Meadows. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Love, they go play action now. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away
the
all
ball.
the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a play fake here on first. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Elijah Moore.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 10.
Love.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love now.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. On play action. Love to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Jordan Love ready on first down here.
And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Rashad Bateman
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Here's Thompson on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll drop to throw.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action this time with Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. First down, Love to pass. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's caught by Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And a nice spin into some open field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Back now in Houston. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Going back to Love. Open man is Kirk, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Love eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Rohrwasser now for the point after.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Texans 32, Cardinals 27. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and 6.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love, they go play action now. Flush to his right.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This one caught by Davis. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The Love's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 18. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a play fake here on first down. It'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Brown has the first down and much more. Touchdown, Houston. De'Ami Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And once again, the Texans will try for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Love completes it to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That ball complete to Isabella. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down. Here's Love.
Sideline throw complete to Davis.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.